Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. You're watching Forutech. This is the newest member of our Forutech family, the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26. This device launched with the Oneui 8.5 based on Android 16. Samsung has already started its Android 17 Oneui 9 beta program, and I enrolled it as well. In July, Samsung rolled out the Oneui 9 beta 3 update. On the top of Oneui 8.5, I received this massive 3 GB of Oneui 9 beta package. In today's video, I am going to review all of new features included in Oneui 9 beta updates. The last three are the biggest feature of this update, so make sure to watch this video till the end. Please like, hype and share this video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Now without further delay, let's get started. The installation process for Oneui 9 beta 3 is now complete. Let's jump straight into the software details of this update. Oneui 9 includes the new Android 17 Easter egg, where you need to connect all the diamond-shaped rings in a correct order to reveal the Android 17 logo. If you long press on this Android 17 logo, classic Android 16 spaceship games will start. The build number of this version is BXXU3ZZF7. This is the latest Beta 3 release, while the previous versions were BZF7 for Beta 1 and M3ZZF7 for Beta 2. Today we will reviewing all the features of Samsung introduced across the Beta 1, Beta 2 and Beta 3 updates. So let's begin. We'll start with the minor features and the last three will be the major highlights of Oneui 9 beta updates. Samsung has added the new security alert for location access. For example, if any application using your device location, you will immediately see the blue dot in the top right corner of the status bar. If you expand the notification panel and tap on this icon, it shows which application is currently accessing your location. You can expand this menu further and either close the application or manage its location permission using the available options. You can also tap on the See Recent Access to view the recent location activity of all the applications. Next are some accessibility features. Samsung has added quite few new accessibility options, but I will only cover major features. Under accessibility, there is a new text spotlight feature is available. Simply enable the text spotlight shortcut toggle and it will appear in accessibility shortcut. You can also adjust the text size and boldness for this feature. Once enabled, activate the accessibility shortcut and select the text spotlight. A floating overlay button will appear. Tap the overlay button and it will turn into the gray color, indicating that the feature is now active. Now whenever you tap on any text on the screen, only that portion of the text will appear in a larger size in a separate window. It works throughout the entire system, so instead of magnifying the whole screen, you can enlarge only specific text you want to read. This is especially useful for the visually impaired users. Next, under accessibility, interaction and dexterity, there is a new option called as replace swipe with the single tap. This changes the swipe interactions to tap actions for certain actions like answering or rejecting the phone calls, alarms notification and some alert notifications. For example, when you receive call, you normally swipe to answer or reject it. After enabling this option, you can simply tap on the buttons instead of swiping. However, this feature doesn't seem working correctly for alarm notifications. As you can see, both the swipe and tap actions still working for alarms notification. So I believe this is currently a bug. Next, under accessibility and vision enhancement option, there you will get the new select to speak feature. Normally, TalkBack reads everything on the screen, but with the select to speak, only selected portion of the screen will be talked back in the loud volume. Once you have added this shortcut to accessibility, you can activate it anywhere in the system. Simply tap on the text or the paragraph you want to hear and the talkback will read only that selected portion. As soon as it finishes, it automatically stops. With the regular talkback feature, it continues reading the entire screen until you manually disable it. We also get some advanced Samsung DeX improvement, but we will cover those in a dedicated Samsung DeX video, so stay tuned to our channel. Samsung has also strengthened its collaboration with the Google. As a result, Samsung TalkBack and the Google TalkBack here now been unified, and future updates will be delivered through Play Store via Android Accessibility Suite updates. Now let's check out some major features of this update. If you are using Game Booster while gaming, you will now find several quick control in the three-dot menu, including the option to enable or disable the bypass charging, screen resolution control, screenshot size control, and quick access to game panel without leaving your game. Next is a new tab feature in the Samsung Notes application. Open the Samsung Notes application, start editing the note, tap on the pen tool, scroll through the options and you will find the new tab icon. Select it and apply it over any text in your notes. The text will be hidden, but you can reveal it anytime by simply tapping on the tab. This is extremely useful while studying because you can hide answers and reveal them only when you want to check them. You can also get several options to adjust the tape size, straightening the tape and fine-tune the text size so the tape covers the text properly. There are multiple tapes patterns are available and you can also remove all the tapes from the note with the single tap. If you don't like the patterns, you can even apply solid colors instead. The last and the most important feature of Oneui 9 beta is ability to resize all tiles in the quick setting panel, especially the brightness and the volume sliders. Simply tap on the edit button and you can resize the brightness and the volume styles. They can now be arranged vertically or horizontally and can be moved freely anywhere in the quick setting panel. You can also freely move the media tiles anywhere in the panel. Using this feature, you can completely customize the look of the quick setting panel in One UI 9, and I think it is the one of the best addition in this update. One UI 9 also separates the volume and sound control tile. In the previous version, both controls were combined. Now you can add them separately and arrange them however you like and control them independently. So these are all the major features of One UI 9 beta. Since our channel primarily focuses on OnePlus and OxygenOS updates, in coming days I will be bringing you detailed comparison of both operating systems, including its customizations, features, performance and much more through the series of different videos. This will help both OnePlus and Samsung users to decide which smartphone OS offers the better overall experience. And if you are a Samsung One UI fan, don't worry, I will be covering every upcoming One UI update, their new features, add-ons and mods in details. So make sure to like, hype and share this video, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you will never miss our upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, see you next time, take care, bye bye.